Good day everyone, I am Marilyn Kainglet and I will be the second part of the Internet and the World Wide Web. Objective is to know what computers do on the Internet. Next is what is World Wide Web today? Then the use and the purpose of the World Wide Web. What computers do on the Internet? Computers do different jobs on the Internet. Some computers work like electronic filing cabinets that store information and send it when clients request so. So computers connect to interact with one another via the Internet, primarily utilizing the TCP or the IP, which means the Transmission Control Protocol of the Internet Protocol. So, i-consider daw ang TCP ug IP as rule book. So, a detailed instruction manual that computers utilize to understand how communicates with one another. Next, we have the server. A server is a computer that is designed to process any request for data and delivers data to other clients' computers over a local network or the Internet. A client is a computer or device that gets information from server. Any computer running with special software can function as a server and serves a different roles to play. Servers are large data storage nga ga-process siya sa device nga ga-exist either as hardware or as virtual storehouses located sa internet. So computers or software system act as servers that connects to a network. So ang server kay na siya any type sa device nga maka-share o maka-save sa information. So servers can both store and process information within their own system or request it from another. So servers began a small device that simply transferred data to a more functional computer, then grew in size and ability to perform more complex functions. A computer that holds the user accounts, computer accounts, organizational units, and application services is called Active Directory Domain Services or the ADDS. Another machine that helps the Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol or the DHCP server is a server that configures IPv4 and IPv6 addresses specifically in giving names to each IP addresses up to its root recognition, which is called the Domain Name System or the DNS servers. So, a directory service such as Active Directory Domain Services or the ADDS provides the methods for storing directory data and making this data available sa tanan network users o sa administrators. So for example, ADDS, so ga-store siya og information about sa mga accounts such as names, passwords, phone numbers, and so on. So it enables other authorized users on the same network to access this information. IPv4 uses globally unique public addresses for traffic and private addresses. IPv6 uses globally unique unicast addresses and local addresses. The Internet Protocol version 4 is a protocol for use on packet switch link layer network. IPv4 provides an addressing capability of approximately 4 billion addresses, while the IPv6 is more advanced and has better features compared to IPv4. On the screen, we have here the file server, web server 2, print server, and the router. Another machine that holds and manages documents is known as the file server. So the hardware should offer enough space, working memory, and processing power. So gatabang pwede siya sa mga users in convenient files for sharing, processing, and accessing files more quickly as possible. file servers don't make any changes to the existing files. So while the other one that holds users, mail services, and web services is referred to as web server 2. A device that connects printers to client computers through the internet is called a print server. So it accepts print jobs from the computers and sends them to the appropriate printers. Besides clients and servers, the internet is made up of a hardware device designed to receive, analyze, and send incoming packets to another network. So, muna siya ang tinatawag nga router. Having several computer devices both at home and in school, you probably have a router that connects all of your devices to the internet. So the router that can be compared to a simple mailbox placed at the corner of a street and which represent your single point of entry to the World Wide Network. So the World Wide Web. It is referred to as the collection of public websites that are connected to the internet worldwide, together with the client computers, which include personal computers, laptops, iPads, and cellular phones that access its content. Web technologies. The WWW is considered to be one of the applications in the internet and computer networks. This is based on three fundamental technologies that are said to be part of the WWW development, which we have the hypertext markup language, or the HTML, the hypertext transfer protocol, or the HTTP, and web servers and web browsers. Hypertext Markup Language, or the HTML. It is a standard markup language used for creating web pages. HTML is classified as the set markup symbols or codes appended in a file intended for presentation on a World Wide Web browser page. So most web documents and pages are created using the hypertext markup language, a text-based way of describing how content within an HTML file is structured. So ang HTML kuno is ga-structure siya og mga web pages using sa elements or tags and displays the content of these pages through a web browser. So to access one of these pages, a user and their client machine supplies a universal identifier to the web server via a browser. This identifier may be a Uniform Resource Locator, or the URL, or Uniform Resource Identifier, which is the URI, and is unique to each web page. Next, we have the Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or the HTTP. It is classified as the set standards allowing users of the World Wide Web to interchange information seen on web pages. Port 80 is the standard port of HTTP connections. So HTTPS is another key component of the WWW. It enables users to access web pages by standardizing communications and data transfer between the internet's servers and clients. Last, we have the web servers and web browsers. It is a software application for recovering, presenting, and navigating information resources on the World Wide Web. There are different browsers applications that are currently used in the WWW, such as Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, and Safari, then more. The World Wide today. There are known websites that enhance their features in terms of design and development style to adapt to the speedily growing techniques of the user's way of retrieving the web from large screen computers to small mobile phones. It observed and shown that the way the web works is reasonably simple, having its four basic stages, which is the connection, request, response, and close. So last March 12, 2017, WW turned 28 years a milestone that recalls the invention of the WW, which has changed humanity forever and developed a new virtual world within the generation. The first stage is where many users accept the browsers such as Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, and Mozilla Firefox. Some of the most used browsers to connect to the web server. So browsers work by using a unique protocol known as the HTTP, which demands a particular programmed text from the web servers. So ang text is actually written siya sa HTML format para i-inform niya ang browsers og unsaon niya pag-display ang text sa user's screen. So, different technical terms are used in explaining how the web works. One of the most important, the Uniform Resource Locators or the URL, which is sorted as the internet address. A URL contains four parts, namely the protocol identifier, which indicates the protocol to use, the domain name, which specifies the IP address where the resources is located, the path, and the file name or the web page. Searching for information on the web. A web is maintained by its owner, called a web administrator. The owner can modify the website content as well as add new information in it. However, no single organization controls additions, deletions, and changes to all websites. This means there is no single repository for all the websites found on the internet. Several companies, however, maintained organized directories of websites to help people find information about specific topics. So, ang web administrator is siyang ga-design, ga-develop, ga-maintain, and troubleshoot websites. So, most importantly, they ensure a safe and efficient user experience. So, this may include implementing security protocols, modifying programs, creating backups, resolving software problems, updating content, and more. So next slide, we have the search tools. So there are two mainly managed search tools that people use in locating information on the web. So which we have the subject directories and search engines. So subject directories are developed and maintained by human editors and not by electronic spiders or robots that are used to fetch web pages automatically. So, ang search engine, on the other hand, uses small programs called spiders or bots like Google Bot or Yahoo Slurp, then ang uban pa. So, ga-polish sila sa internet to follow links o mag-return sa information to search engine's indicator. If you enter a phrase with a spaces between the words in the search text, most search engines return links to pages that include all of the words. So there are several techniques that can be used to improve web searches. So first, using specific words and placing the most important terms first in the search text or phrase. So pag mag-search tayo, kailangan specific word ang atong ibutang kay aron mo gawas diretso ang result. So second, using quotation marks to create exact phrases. So this helps the search engine find what is looking for by using the exact sequence of words. So third is listing all possible spellings. So for example, organization and organization. So kailangan gyud kung mag-search ta isakto pud ang spelling kay ron dili siya ma-compare or malahi ang result. So one of the most popular search engine is now Google. Below is an overview of some of the most useful Google search tricks released in 2016. So from basic tips to new features. Use quotes to search for an extra phrase. So by typing in double quotes at the start and end for a certain word or phrase, Google will provide the exact word or phrasing you need. Next is use an asterisk within quotes to specify unknown or variable words. So the asterisk symbol will provide possibilities. So it is helpful, for example, if you are trying to determine a song from its lyrics, but you forgot some of the words. Or if you are trying to complete a sentence but could not remember what it was. So, usually kita pag natay gusto nga i-search kay, para gud specific siya nga dili ta sure, so asterisk atong gamiton. Use the minus sign to eliminate results containing certain words. So, while asterisk gives you possibilities, so the minus sign eliminates results of certain words. So, just type the minus sign prior to the word you do not want to include in the search. Next is search websites for keywords. So, you can specify certain content, format, or files you want Google search to provide. For instance, if you want to specifically search for PDF files regarding a certain topic, simply type the keyword PDF followed by a colon symbol and add topic you are searching for. Next is compare using versus. So, by using versus like VS or versus between two words you want to compare, Google will provide an in-depth analysis of the two words, so such as pointing out similarities and differences. Use define to search for the meaning of words slang included. So the define keyword provides a dictionary definition of a word. So also, you will be able to see the etymology and a graph of its use over time. Next is search images using images. So using your mobile device's camera, you can search for images online by going to Google Images. So, activating your camera phone and taking a picture of the image you are searching for. Google will provide you the similar images on the web.